Hi, I'm Karen Dubs with Flexible Warrior Yoga Health and Wellness. This is my friend Gabby and Katie. We're going to do a little core strengthening series for runners today. So it's so important that you strengthen your core. It's pretty undervalued as a running coach for most people and not done frequently enough. So let's spend a little time doing that today. Bring your toes together to touch. Let's just start on good posture. So rock from your heels to your toes and just bring awareness to how you're rolling either into the outside and pinky toes or into the ball of the foot and the big toe, and try to evenly distribute the weight through the whole foot. And then let that rocking slow down so you're in stillness, and bring the chest up and the shoulders back and down. Slightly pull the belly in, drop the tailbone a little bit so you're already engaging your core. As you breathe in, let's take a stretch up and out, reaching for the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to come into forward fold. Now this is going to be a little challenging, but it's only 10 minutes, so stick with me. Take a big lunge back with your right foot. Lift and open your chest, pull your shoulders back, and then we're going to take the left leg straight up to the sky. So go ahead and come into a three-legged dog by reaching your left foot straight up. Spread your fingertips out wide, press through your palms, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your left knee to above your elbow, as high towards your tricep as you can. This is a core plank variation. So left leg's going to come straight back up to the sky, reach for your toes. And then exhale, bring that knee back above your elbow as high on your tricep as you can so you really feel your core. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, reach. And you want to try to get your leg as straight as you can. Exhale, pull forward. But don't worry about it if you can't get that leg all the way straight. Just do the best you can. Reach through your foot. Exhale, pull it forward. Get that knee up really high so you feel your core. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach. And then exhale. Now we're going to hold it for 3 breaths here. Again, pulling that knee as high towards your armpit as you can. Take one more breath. We're going to step into a pigeon pose. So we're going to work in a little stretching here. So the knee's going to come down towards your left wrist, and you're going to point your right toes and slide your right foot back. This is such a great hip stretch. Go ahead and bring your forearms down if you can. And you want your hips as level as possible. So you don't want to lean into your left hip, you want to draw actually a little bit forward with your right hip. Just get a nice stretch through that left hip while we're here. Take one more nice deep breath, and we're going to step into forearm plank next. So let's curl the right toes under, squeeze the right knee straight, and step the left foot back to meet the right foot. Bring your toes together to touch. You're going to squeeze your inner thighs. I want you to open up your chest, pull your belly button in and up, and then we're going to flip to the left forearm. So we're going to take it to the side and stretch the right forearm straight up. If you want to, you can look up towards your right thumb, and we're going to lift and lower the hips 5 times. So lift up and lower down. Lift up and lower down. 3, and smile while you're at it. 2, and 1. Good. Square back off to your mat to forearm plank so your hips and shoulders are level. And then you can go ahead and release all the way down to your stomach. You're going to take your hands and interlace them behind your tailbone. And we're going to come up into Locust Pose, because strengthening the whole back of your body is just as important as strengthening the front of the body. So I want you to squeeze your palms together, reach through your toes, seal your big toes together to touch as if your 2 legs have just become 1 leg, and you're really reaching out through the whole length of your body, front of the head to toes. Take one more breath, see if you can lift a little bit higher, strengthening the whole spine. And then release down, slide your hands under your shoulders. You're going to curl your toes under and pull your belly button in and up from your mat, squeezing your kneecap straight. Exhale through a push-up if you can. Bent knees are totally fine with your push-up. And come into downward facing dog. Get a good stretch in downward dog. Pull your belly in, lift your tailbone high, relax your neck, drop your heels. Take one more breath in downward dog. And then look to your hands and step forward. Line up your toes at the front edge of your mat. Inhale, you're going to slide your hands to your shins, pull your shoulders back, pull your belly in, pull your tailbone back. Feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings, and then exhale, forward fold, chin to chest, nose to your knees. Rising up to standing, take a deep breath in, reach for the sky, little back bend, and then exhale, dive out of it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So back to forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Pull your shoulders back, pull your belly in. Exhale, back to forward fold. Big lunge back with your left foot. So coming into this high lunge position, you want to squeeze your left knee really straight, sink your hips low, and already be pulling your belly in and back towards your spine. We're going to take this right foot and send it straight up to the sky. Press really evenly through your palms and really reach through your toes the best that you can. Again, don't worry if your leg's not all the way straight. Shift forward, bring your knee up above your elbow to your tricep or armpit. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale, shift forward. Belly pulls in, engage your core. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more just like that. Moving with your breath, going through the fullest range of motion that you can, and trying to get that knee pulling up and towards your shoulder. Now this time we're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Look right between your hands. Focus your eyes. Pull that kneecap even higher if you can. And then we're stepping into our hip stretch. So kneecap could come down to your right wrist, point your left toes, and slide your left foot back. Let's go ahead and bring it down. So this is one of my favorite hip stretches. I don't know about you guys, but opening up your hips is just so important. That's why I'm going to squeeze it into this core strength segment so that you'll actually do your hip stretch. Take a couple nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. And again, you want to rock a little bit towards your left hip so that you're not leaning down into your right hip. Let's take one more nice deep breath. And we are going to step to forearm plank. So you want to curl your left toes under, squeeze your left knee straight, pull your belly in and up, and then step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Lower your hips down so they're in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your ankles and inner thighs towards each other, and then pivot to your right forearm. Left hand stretches up. You can look up to your left thumb if you want, and we're going to lift and lower 5 times. So lift the left hip high, and then lower it down. Lift the left hip high, and lower it down. 3 more just like that. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. And last one. Now square off to your mat so your hips and shoulders are level. Squeeze your inner thighs, engage your core, and then lower your belly all the way down to your mat. Now you have 2 options here. I'll demonstrate Locust. You guys can do both. So the first option is what we did the first time. So you're going to be in what's called Locust Pose, that back bend. Otherwise, you can reach back and grab the tops of your feet into your hand, which Katie and Gabby are going to demonstrate. Either way, you're getting a good strengthening for your back. The bow pose is going to get you to open up your quads and the whole front line of your body a little bit better. Awesome stretch. Take one more breath wherever you are. Don't force it. And then lower it down. Hands slide under your shoulders. Push back. Child's pose. So releasing your back bend with flexion of your spine. You want to breathe into your low back. And then go ahead and shift forward. Spread your fingertips out wide. One more downward facing dog. Push back. You can pedal your heels out a little bit. So let's bend the left knee, drop the right heel, get a good calf stretch, and switch sides. Have awareness that the belly's pulling in. And then both heels sink down. Look to your hands, step your feet up and in between your hands. Line up your toes side by side with your feet. Inhale one more time, halfway lift. Belly pulls in, shoulders pull back. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest, nose to knees. Come up to standing, reach for the sky, big breath in. And then exhale, hands at heart center. Nice work, everyone.